I'm excited to share with you this brand new 14th edition of Body Structures and Functions. This program has been revised to reflect the many changes that are occurring in today's health science and medical fields. The multi-skilled health practitioner of today must know the structure and function of each body system, as well as common diseases. Body Structures and Functions provides a thorough introduction to anatomy and physiology. Cengage's comprehensive materials will not only give your program excellent coverage of skills needed for understanding of anatomy and physiology, but it is also aligned to healthcare standards, exams, and competitions. Our program has been updated to include recent medical innovations, procedures and issues, increased opportunities for hands-on practice, and new photographs, drawings, and figures to showcase diverse patients, which offers a more realistic view of the human body, varying in age, race, and gender. Our components include the student book, student workbooks, and our digital platform, MindTap. And teachers have their Teacher's Edition, access to MindTap, and an instructor companion site. This textbook was written specifically for high school students and offers a variety of hands-on learning that helps your students understand body systems and their interrelationships with a focus on clinical applications. Each chapter starts with the chapter's objectives and keywords. Phonetic pronunciations of keywords are also included in each chapter in parentheses following the word. Detailed illustrations and tables help your students comprehend difficult material. Did you know boxes feature fun, interesting, trivial facts to engage your learners? Media links direct students to online resources that include PowerPoint presentations and 3D animations. Study tools alert students to additional resources to help them understand the material. Career profiles in each chapter highlight future careers related to each body system. Medical highlights provide information on technology, innovations, discoveries, and bioethical issues in research and medicine. Medical terminology introduces your students to common medical prefixes and suffixes and how they work to form medical terms. The One Body feature outlines how each body system interacts with other body systems so that the students can make connections between chapters. Effects of aging in each chapter take note of how we can expect body systems to change over our human lifespan. At the end of each chapter, students will find review questions to help them measure whether they've mastered the materials. Matching and applying theory to practice also enables students to put the content into practice. There are also case studies that help promote a real-world view of medical careers and encourage critical thinking. Now there are additional lab activities, and they've been added to each chapter to include even more hands-on activities as students meet an objective with step-by-step instructions. From analyzing microscopic slides to labeling anatomical charts, all the way to taking clinical experiments. This edition of Body Structures and Functions is aligned to Precision Exams Health Science Career Cluster. This exam is validated by the industry, allowing your students to earn certification that connects skills taught in the classroom to a future career for successful transition from high school to college and/or career. Working together, Precision Exams and National Geographic Learning, a part of Cengage, focus on preparing students for the workforce with exams and content that is kept up to date and relevant for today's new jobs. Also in Chapter 1, the content breaks down types of experiments, including qualitative and quantitative data. Tables in Chapter 1 highlight important scientific discoveries and influential scientists with a focus on diverse figures, including Katherine Johnson and Neil deGrasse Tyson. MindTap for Body Structures and Function is the online learning solution for career and technical education courses that help teachers engage and transform today's students into critical thinkers. Through paths of dynamic assignments and applications, you can personalize real-time course analytics, and have access to an interactive ebook. MindTap helps teachers organize and engage students. Every MindTap course includes data analytics with engagement tracking, as well as student tools such as flashcards, practice quizzes, auto-graded homework, and tests. There is also an instructor companion site where you have access to a number of different types of downloads, including instructor manuals, answer keys, paper pencil test banks, and much more. There is also access to Cogniro, an online test generator, and students can even take these tests online through the Cogniro site. Now let's take a look at the MindTap platform. And just to avoid confusion, this is our 13th edition of the MindTap platform. The 14th edition will be available in the middle of May. So this is your dashboard, a plethora of features available for you. First of all, this is our learning path, and as you open all of them, you will begin to see that there is rigorous content all buried deep inside. We have readings, videos, quick checks, flashcards, games, and assessments. Students can choose to work from their calendar view, where they can simply click on the assignment name and jump directly to that assignment. You can hide content from the dashboard that you may not want your students to see yet, and you also can use the edit button to quickly make assignments. You also have the ability to completely customize your learning path, and you can do that by adding activities, units, and folders directly here into the path, as well as being able to relocate. As you look across to the right-hand side of your dashboard, you'll notice that there's recent activity scores that will give you a glimpse into what your students are doing. On the far right-hand side of your dashboard, you have our Mind apps. And here you will find a full ebook, a study hub for your students that they can create, flashcards, and then a progress app for you. Let's open up chapter 2 and take a look at one of the readings. Notice that all of these can be set up for a grade if you would like, and you can also ask to have feedback given. As teachers and students, everyone will have the ability to annotate within the readings. Teachers can choose to highlight items and send them on to the student textbooks. And when they highlight in orange, that's what's going into their student ebooks. They can also send post-it notes, and students can not only highlight, but they can set up post-it notes for themselves as well. Students have the ability to have the content read to them.
Atoms. An atom is the smallest piece of an element. Atoms are invisible to the human eye.
They can also change font size. They can bookmark pages. Teachers, you have the ability to insert content anywhere in here that you would like. Anything from Google Drive, web links, video links. It's just a few clicks and you can get there. Let me search by keyword. I select the video, or I can preview it here. I click continue, and just that quickly, my video is now embedded at point of use for my students. MindTap does provide the opportunity for students to create their own flashcards that they can add to the deck that's already provided for them. They simply choose what they would like to have dropped as the definition. They type in their vocabulary word, click save, and now they have added additional cards to their deck. There is also a Study Hub app available, and all of the highlights and annotations and items that the teacher has forwarded to the students will populate here, listed as their bookmarks, and they can jump straight to their activities that they've highlighted. They can also create custom use study guides that capture all of those annotations as well, all the vocabulary from the chapter, and the content that the teacher has forwarded to the students. Now I'd like to open an assignment and let you see what happens from the student side. Teachers can open up Student View from their own dashboard, and as students go through and work on their assignment, they will get feedback. Check their work as they go through, and it will tell them whether answers are correct or incorrect, and you can change that setting if you would like. The last thing I'd like to show you is our Progress app. When you open it up on the home page, you'll see that there's submitted assignments, maybe some things that need manual grading. You do have the ability to go in and see analytics, and this is on your class, so you can track things such as engagement level, time in course, and the number of activities that have been accessed already by your students. And you get a full grade book. You can navigate through to the subsections of the chapters, or you can drill into individual students and get those analytics on individuals as well. A couple of screenshots just to show you some of the interactive features that your students are going to find on MindTap. There are quick check labeling exercises, matching a beat the clock game, as well as a memory game. We also have interactive learning labs. This pre-assessment feature allows students to see what they already know. Students will move through a series of multiple choice questions during their pre-assessment activity. As they make their answer choices, notice that they get their feedback. Once students have finished their pre-assessment, they'll get their scoring summary, and then they can continue. Then they enter into a learning activity. Here we have a patient meeting with the doctor.
Hi, good morning. So, what brings you in today?
Following the discussion with the healthcare provider, a mentor comes into the picture.
Your blood test.
Iron is a vital nutrient to the human body. When we don't get enough iron, The result is iron deficiency anemia.
The mentor continues on with a series of animations, and the learning activity has ended. After the video scenario and lecture, there's a labeling activity followed by a drag and drop for definitions, and then that concludes with yet another lecture. And then we circle back to the patient.
Okay, let's get back to Miss Padilla.
And finally, there is a post-assessment to finish this learning activity. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today and allowing us to share our beautiful book, Body Structures and Functions, with you today. We look forward to partnering with you. And if you have any other questions or concerns, please reach out to your sales consultant. We look forward to hearing from you. We are absolutely confident this program is the perfect fit for your students and teachers. We look forward to building our partnership with you and know that our entire National Geographic Learning Cengage team will be with you throughout your adoption process. Please reach out to your sales representative with any further questions.